Hey, and welcome back to the second part of Once Upon a Game, where we're playing Microscope Union and discovering everything about Dr. Kyoko Faust and how she created the first FTL warp engine by figuring out uh, what were what was her family like and her family's family. So with me, I have Ben and Kelsa, and I'm Eric. So we're gonna get back into the game. It's We just finished our first go around with lens and the focus, and now we're gonna move on to Ben being the lens and picking a new focus.
Um, hmm. So the lens is. Well, I need to reread what
Oh,
was.
so you select
Sorry.
you select one of the ancestor cards. So
Okay.
that's like a pair, and that's what your focus will be.
For some reason, I was thinking the lens was uh, like a trait or something. I had to
Oh,
focus on,
no,
or a thematic element.
nope.
I think I want to do this. I double click. Does it all work? Nope. Nope. I don't know why I did that. Okay. The card with General Faust in it.
Yeah, okay.
That one. Um, I think let's focus there. Yeah, I don't know how you highlighted that, but
I
magic.
just I Spoilers. I increased the line width.
Yeah, like oh, I just I
Yeah.
figured out what I was doing wrong. It was stupid. Anyway, um, so I just fill in. I can fill in one thing, and then it just goes around the turn, right?
Yep. It
Exactly.
goes around, and
Okay.
then it'll end with you taking one more turn.
I think the other parent is uh, Akiko Marigold, and she is a company woman.
Are you gonna write this in?
Yeah.
Okay.
Uh, Maybe working in working in acquisitions.
Okay. Mm.
And let's. I think it's light.
Okay. Um. I'm gonna go with their union. Um. I think the general and Akiko met when Akiko Marigold's company bought out the corporate army's sector or division. I pictured it being sort of like an audit of how everything is, and sort of like the general gave the tour of the building and the assets and all that kind of stuff. And that's kind of where they met, and they ended up falling in love because they both have a very sharp, like very The word that comes to mind is predatorial,
I
but
was thinking of something similar to that too.
yeah, you know what I mean, like
Yeah.
bloodthirst, like very very conniving, very cunning. Um,
Yeah.
so and then they got married.
So with the Union and Fate, those are colored as well, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh God, how do I spell? There we go. That's light.
All right. I think I will do their fate. Um, hmm. Um, all right. They retired uh to a intrastellar, like within our solar system, colony on Io. Um,
Winters are much better there.
Oh, yeah. It's the Florida.
it's totally 100% like the Florida, exactly.
It's the Florida of Jupiter's moons or whatever.
Mm-hmm. And I think that's light as well.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Back to Ben.
Good
Back to
old
me.
space Florida.
Yes.
Okay. I guess I will look at their offspring and
Yeah, you can do either offspring
Yeah.
or a scene.
yeah, no, I want to do offspring, but let's say he was, yeah, Katsumi Faust. Corporate spy. And he sort of took up with from where Akiko was, and so he sort of did the corporate spy thing, which like all his information was like to help with the acquisitions of companies. So like he worked in other corporations, but gave all the information to that
Oh,
certain company.
what do you call? Like not he's like a contractor.
A little bit,
Um,
yeah, yeah,
not
But
just
also a spy.
yeah. Um,
right,
no, not contractor's the wrong word. Consultant,
yeah,
but also like not working for the person he's employed, right? He's like a spy
right,
consultant,
right. With
working.
the sort of plausible deniability type.
Yeah,
He's not with us
yeah. No,
and
totally.
living.
Sure. Is Katsumi's a light or dark?
Uh, Honestly, it was light because it was fairly productive
Sure.
or lucrative.
Okay. Um,
It also makes sense, right? To like, uh, with the very discerning nature of those two, that he would be able to analyze other companies for
oh
weaknesses
yeah,
and flaws.
yeah,
So that's
totally.
what I'm sort of going with that. I
Yeah.
don't know if I'm writing that. Or,
No, that's
I don't
fine.
know.
Technically, you saying that it doesn't make it true until there's a scene that proves it, but I'm totally cool
Huh.
with it.
Fair enough.
Okay, so that means we're gonna now go to Kelsa for the legacy.
Okay. Now, just when making a legacy, I do not have to restrict myself to the pairing that we just were doing, right?
Mm-mm.
Let's
You're
see
not
here.
beholden to the pair that we were just doing.
Okay, cool. Okay, so I am going to actually focus on the need. And this is going all the way back to our good friend uh, Luna Osgard. And our question is, and I'm going to go ahead and dictate the scene. Our question is, I think I have to for a legacy, but whatever, is how do I phrase this? How did Luna learn to become an herbalist in the wasteland?
Sure. Am I making
And
this? Am I typing this,
yeah,
by the
go
way?
ahead.
Okay, sure, no
Sure.
problem. It's like, if you're gonna do it, okay.
Sorry.
Yeah, that's fine.
I,
So,
I was thinking too hard to have started doing it.
not a problem at all.
So okay. How did she learn to do this? And it was actually a skill that was passed on to her from her mother, and she Luna was kind of between worlds. Like, she lived on the outskirts of an arcology and then would travel into the wastelands. And her mother was previously a botanist. Or I say previously, but in her own youth, a botanist. And went and showed her what plants and animals, or mostly plants, could survive in the soil that was left, and how to find them and how to replant them, and
Cool.
how precisely rare it was.
So that sounds light, but
Yes,
yeah, okay.
definitely it is light.
All right, that ties into Luna's backstory.
Yes.
Sure. Between megacities and wastelands. Awesome. All right. Now it goes to me to pick a focus. I think I want to learn more about Kyoko's parents, like immediate parents. So I'm gonna bring that up.
Okay.
I'm gonna make a scene though for Katsumi. It's a dictated scene. And the scene's going to be what disturbing information did Katsumi uncover in the uncover in Kobalon banking. So, what disturbing secret was discovered while consulting for Kobalon banking? So I imagine Katsumi is doing one of those, like, I guess he's probably like brought into like the mega thing, and the scene probably opens up in like the mega banks, like elevators or whatever. Like he's like going near like the top floor, and it's like you just, while I don't know, you kind of like see like the lights between the doors or whatever, kind of just like, like fly as like as the elevator just races to the top, and then it opens up and looks like one of those like beautiful, like marble kind of like pristine bank looking situations, and he's there doing the meet and greets or whatever, but he like sneaks off when he has a chance or whatever, and like hacks into like their data systems or whatever, and he finds this file called what should it be called? I'm trying to think of a cool math or physics name.
Like name or term?
Both, like a name for a term.
Oh,
Like Legomian, uh, transferal, um, no. Legomian transforming exponents. This, uh, found, like, it was like a cache of, like, papers of, like, describing this sort of, like, strange, like, esoteric, like, mathematical formula. It's like, why would banks, like, why would a bank want anything to do with this? So he discovers um, esoteric math formulas for Legomian transforming exponents. I'm just gonna call it Legomian exponents. That sounds better.
It's your word, dude.
Yeah. This is light.
Because he caught it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Top of the order.
All right. Sunny and Angelina had a daughter. And gotta come up with a name. Her name is she went by the name Kit. And she was let's she was a oh boy, how do I want to do this? She broke away from her parents at a young age to follow her dreams to become a scientist. And she is an expert, and she got her like PhD, and was an expert in cyber technology.
Am I writing this, by the way?
I'm writing it.
Okay, yeah. I was hearing the key stuff, and I just wanted to make sure.
I'm writing it just very slowly as I'm kind of wandering
Yeah,
around in my
yeah. So
my talking here,
when I like to play these games in person, someone told me, I forget who it was, to talk about what you wanted to say first and then write it down.
Mm-hmm.
So like describe it first.
I found it really helps is if you talk about it and then have somebody else write it down.
Okay.
But either way,
yeah.
which we've kind of been doing, but I was also typing, so yeah.
Right. I think with the other person typing, it helps clear out any ambiguity of misphrasing.
Yeah.
Sure.
There we go. There's one word on her card besides her name. Perfect.
Cyber technologies.
Did you say who she works for?
No, I did not.
Okay, you left it deliberately blank. Okay.
Yes, I did.
Light or dark though?
That's light for sure. Like she came from nothing. Her mom being a waitress and a bartender, and her father having been kind of co-opted into the megacorp lifestyle. She kind of was the first one to go to college.
Right, very bootstraps.
Yeah, for sure. So
Totally.
It wasn't easy, but it was good.
Cool. All right, back to me.
Wait, no, it's not.
What? No, it's Ben.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I spaced out.
That's why we wrote it down.
I know. That's literally why it's written down. It's so hard to. It's like that's the one problem I think playing these games when you're not at a table. It's way easier to know. It's like, yeah, it's not my turn. I'm not sitting next to you. When you're not actually sitting next to somebody, that stuff can. Sorry.
But even in 3-player games, though, even when you're sitting next to each other, it can be confusing.
Yeah. True. That's true. Okay. So Ben.
So I guess I'm gonna do Fate for these two.
Damn it.
And this is gonna be a little bittersweet of like sort of like the ending thing we see about them is like sort of watching all the ships make their sojourn away from Earth as we watch them all go away from Earth after the FTL has been created and everything.
Ooh, that's awesome.
So they're on those ships?
No, they're
No.
on planet Earth.
They're
Yeah.
staying behind.
Yeah,
Okay.
watching the launches.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Cool.
I'll write that.
Oh, okay.
Sorry. Or were you already writing it?
I was about to.
Oh, go ahead. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Okay.
After you.
Yeah. Oh. Just I always wondered if it would be better for me to start writing stuff as you guys talk about it, so viewers watching can actually see what's already like half been formulated. But I don't know.
I don't know. It could be good.
Yeah, like I don't think it really.
I played a game of Microscope where I didn't actually participate. I just kind of literally facilitated it, where like I was teaching everybody at the table how to play, and I wrote everything as they were saying it. And I thought that worked really well. The main reason I didn't take a turn was because there's already 6 people playing, and it was just crazy.
Oh wow, 6 people.
It was super crazy.
Yeah,
Fair
that's
Really cool.
that's a very fair amount.
So,
All right.
yeah, here we go. Watching the final launches from Earth of the Kyoko 5 engines.
Man.
I called it dark because in my mind it's kind of bittersweet.
That's fair.
Okay. Let me look at scenes to do if it's not dictated.
Oh, it's just like Microscope.
Okay.
Um,
And also, I was looking it up when we get to the legacy again. You don't have to do a scene for your legacy. You can pick something that is blank and fill it in.
Yeah, I know. I don't think I stated that. Thank you for doing that. I just picked a legacy or a scene because I knew what I wanted to do.
it just has to address one of the traits or the need.
Correct.
We're not there yet,
Well,
but I was just thinking about that. So
I mean, since you put this here, I gotta know what happened to Kyoko 1 engines.
Oh.
And do I make this? Yeah, I mean, I don't. It's gonna have to be an acted out scene because I don't know the answer. All right, so the scene will take place in I guess the research lab where they built the Kyoko 1, like the first engine. The NERPS research lab. NERPS Research Station Alpha. Banned and required characters. No, I don't care. No banned or required. So let's do this.
okay.
So I think it goes in reverse order. So Kelsa, then Ben, then me.
Yes. Okay, I am gonna play, Director Wright, Dr. Kyoko's direct supervisor.
How do you spell it? Is it like WR?
Yeah, WRIGHT.
Sure. Okay. Ben?
I think I want to be the sort of lab assistant of Kyoko. Let's see, I have a name. Hector O'Dwyer.
How do you spell O'Dwyer?
O dash DWYER.
Okay, yeah. I want to play the CEO of NeoNerbs. His name's going to be God, I'm so tempted to just say Adam Lumpkin. Fuck it. Adam Lumpkin, CEO of NeoNerbs. All right.
Yep.
So what are we thinking? What are our characters thinking?
I think it starts with me again. Okay.
Sure.
I am thinking that I can't believe that Dr. Faust just handed me the paperwork for this presentation to the president or the CEO and left.
Yeah.
Like, what? I'm kind of pissed. That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah, like kind of felt like he left you with the bill.
Mm-hmm.
Sure. What's the lab assistant thinking?
The lab assistant is thinking this meeting is way above his pay grade and he just does not want to get fired. Or he doesn't want to be the scapegoat of whatever is about to happen.
Adam's thinking we spent a lot of money and time building these engines, and I'm going to be very upset if there's not a working engineer.
Mm-hmm.
So, okay. So the scene begins. You see the CEO straightening himself up, like kind of like I guess like the door like the door to the lab or whatever like opens, and he's like adjusting his tie and stuff, and he's like,
Right immediately stands up from her desk.
Yeah.
And says, "Oh, Mr. Lumpkin, you're early."
Yes, I am always early. So, is the prototype ready?
Gesture, kind of like there's like a big window, like in all of the sci-fi things where you got the office and then you got the window.
Oh yeah.
For like
the clean room. Yeah,
exactly. So gesture out the window. As you can see, it is complete. Hector, will you please do the honors?
Certainly, director. We're still working on a few tests, but everything should be good this time. So, I think he then goes over to like one of the myriad control panels, right, and starts hitting a few buttons.
Yeah. I think Adam would go. Like he doesn't really want to. He doesn't. He like kind of zones out on or like tunes out what Hector was saying about possible problems, and he's like distracted. What were you gonna say, Kelsa?
Oh, I was gonna say, I think that Director Wright has like flipped open the like dossier and starts to spout technobabble about like, as you can see, the capacitor range has been completely upgraded from the alpha prototype, and in so on.
Yeah, yeah, and I think Adam just can't get over the fact of. So while this place looks like a gorgeous like science facility, he thinks it looks like garbage compared to what he's used to and like seeing different places. Like he just like kind of just remarks like this place is filthy. Meanwhile, it's like the cleanest medical facility, kind of, you know what I mean? Like you ever seen. It's just his tastes.
Yeah.
It's the paint is gray instead of white, and so he thinks it's dirty.
Yeah, it's no, it's like it's like an off-white, and he knows the difference. It's like God, this is so cheap. You're probably using some sort of like CFR double hydrogen isotope lighting source. God, so passe. Like that was so
Yeah. So I think after hitting a few buttons, Hector is like, director, I think we're good for about a 30-second countdown.
All right. Start the clock.
He goes, and I guess on one side of the wall, right, a big clock digital thing.
Oh, of course it does.
With the over dramatic voiceover from like all the speakers in the room.
Yep. Okay.
15 seconds.
Yeah. It sounds like the
10.
Yeah.
5.
Adam's like
4,
checking his watch, like
3, 2, 1. Nothing happens. Like literally nothing happens. Like it just nothing.
Adam looks confused. I thought
Director Wright starts like looking panicked.
So I thought the engine would have at least produced a visible blue shield as the formulas. I'm confused.
You're quite right, Mr. Lumpkin. You're quite right. As you can see here on the schematic, blue shield is definitely where we should be at this point, and wait, Hector. There's a red indicator light on your panel. Why didn't you mention that?
Oh, I see there is, and I think I go to the red light, and I just try to like toggle it a few times to see if the light changes. And from there, I want to say something happens.
I feel like just like
say what happens.
Of smoke.
I think we don't see the engine itself, but like as Mr. Lumpkin and the director look at Hector like with like really looks, like all of a sudden in the back all we see is like this huge blue highlight lightning sort of sparking light, and then it just like goes really bright and then sort of like fades to white.
Oh yeah, okay.
As we don't see like what happened like through that window.
Okay, cool.
Wanna embellish on that, or?
Well, let's keep playing on top of that, because we still don't know what happened with the engines. Yeah. I mean, I guess we could I mean, I'm okay with closing that out on it being like,
I see kind of two different ways to go with that. Um, and one we could keep playing for a few minutes, and one we can't.
yeah.
Right.
Well,
Uh,
I was gonna say, I think the emergency lights go off in the building, being like the warning and the same countdown voice. That's like that calm
Warning.
cyber. Yeah, is has
Warning.
something like containment field breach,
Warning.
radiation display like exposure imminent, or something like that, and I think the CEO goes like, oh, this doesn't look good at all. You better fix this, or you guys are all fired. I'm shutting this whole place down. You know.
Absolutely, Mr. Lumpkin. We are on this as quickly as we can.
You're an
However,
embarrassment to neo-nerps.
I must insist that you follow me out of this room and to the radiation decontamination chamber. And she's like hustling towards the door, like grabbing his arm. And like we get a quick glance like over her shoulder at um the bay,
Mm-hmm.
the science facility bay, and it's empty.
Oh,
Okay.
so we don't know what happened. Is Hector not there then?
No, Hector's there because he was in the office.
Oh, okay, okay.
Yeah, like the area where the engine itself was.
Is no longer there. Yeah, there's
Mm-hmm.
nothing there.
And there's like a perfectly like semi-spherical like indentation of the ground
Mm.
that is also missing.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
Okay, okay. So I guess things, we fast forward a little bit of time, and everything's okay, and Adam comes back out, and it's like, my God, where'd the engine go?
Well, our calculations indicate that it worked. However,
You see Adam look over your calculations, and says, "Io," and that's where it looks like there's some bugs to be fixed, and so the engine wound up on Space Florida.
good old
Okay.
Space Florida. That's appropriate, I think.
Yeah. Okay.
Cool.
So, lots of bugs to
Yep.
be fixed, to be worked out, is the answer to the scene. Thanks, guys. That was a light scene. No one died.
Yeah.
My criteria is very, very simple. Awesome. Okay. Um, that was the end of my thing, wasn't it? That was the end of my focus.
Uh. Oh yeah.
Yes,
So I guess
yes.
it's legacy now.
Yes,
Yes.
legacy.
Your turn for legacy.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Pick another traits that I need. Okay. So here has to be technical vision. Hmm. So I guess, I kind of want to try something with the tunnel vision because I don't think we've seen that
Cool.
much
Yeah.
yet, but I'm not exactly sure where yet to focus on that.
And remember, as I relearned and discovered, you can have that be like introducing one of the uh, characters or um, unions or afterwards um, uh, in order to focus on that.
Right. Um. I think this will be the union between Angelica or Angelina and Sunny.
Okay.
And I'll make it light.
Before you even describe it.
Yeah. So like it's one of those sort of like rom-com trope things where Sunny keeps going to the diner that Angelina works at, but Angelina is always so busy and focused on getting everything out that she like never notices that he just keeps coming, always happening on like her
shifts. Yeah.
her shifts and stuff, and so there's like like sort of like a montage of that type thing.
Oh yeah. Oh, that's nice. That's cute. I like that. Cool. Okay.
Well, eventually she has to notice, but
Yeah.
Yeah.
But-
So then yeah,
Sort of going on the whole tunnel vision thing.
yeah, but it culminates into them actually noticing, obviously noticing
Yeah.
that. Yeah. Okay. So it's just like a giant romantic montage.
Yeah.
Got
It's
it.
like this huge meet cute
Yeah.
thing. Meet cute.
Cool. Okay. Well, it's almost 11. So 10:55. So about time for that's a good stopping point for a break. So we'll be back for the last part. And then we'll talk about the game and everything. So see you in about 5 minutes. Thanks, guys.